In 2019, wildlife trafficking was happening at an industrial scale. Record-breaking shipments of ivory and pangolin scales were being smuggled across continents. More than 130 tonnes were seized that year, an undeniable sign of organised crime networks operating at full force. But then something changed. When the COVID-19 pandemic hit, global supply chains slowed, and so did illegal trafficking. Suddenly, seizures of pangolin scales and ivory plummeted, and have remained low ever since. But was this just a temporary pause, or a permanent shift in the illegal trade? Here's what we found. There's been fewer big seizures, which could mean traffickers are avoiding high-risk, multi-ton consignments. More seizures are happening in Africa, which means local law enforcement is stepping up its game before shipments leave the continent. And there's been no major pangolin scale seizures at ports or airports in years, which could be a sign that smuggling networks are struggling to move the product. Market prices give us another clue. Pangolin scale prices have dropped and stabilised at lower levels, while ivory prices fell by 50% before COVID and have remained steady ever since. Steady prices and fewer large seizures suggest that while it's not as intense as before COVID, demand still exists. So is the illegal wildlife trade collapsing? Not exactly. Traffickers are flexible. They can shift to new and different smuggling routes, switch between products, change concealment methods, and follow demand. For example, Nigeria was once the biggest hub for smuggling ivory and pangolin scales. Now, following proactive and targeted law enforcement efforts, traffickers are shifting to new locations. Ivory and pangolin scales are still valuable, but criminals are investing in other commodities too. Which means stopping one trade isn't enough. To truly end wildlife crime, we need to target the networks behind it. If there's one thing to take away from this data, it's that crime never stands still. While these trends are encouraging, we know that criminal networks will continue to adapt. So to make real progress, we must focus on targeting crime bosses and disrupting their criminal enterprises, not just seizing their product. Track shifting trade routes and stop traffickers before they can rebuild. And continue to empower proactive enforcement across the supply chain. Because this isn't just about protecting one endangered species, it's about dismantling a multi-million-dollar criminal industry. But together, we can turn this fragile progress into permanent change.